People here on on our live Facebook page are asking us if we're going to see this type of weather in the Northeast and in Las Cruces. So I'm going to definitely want to ask you. Okay, we're going to go ahead and step out of the studio just for a bit, you guys. We are live on
now. Really quickly, I want to show you how much we've seen some of these areas. Notice we're seeing the greens show up. That's indicating almost to over about an inch of rainfall in some of these heaviest areas. There it is right there. So those green areas that you're seeing, these green areas along Montana, these green areas that we're seeing in and around Sunland Park, those areas seeing over an inch of rainfall, and areas well north of Horizon City, south of Homestead Meadows. And this area is still seeing rain, so that's something we're going to watch. Really not dying down. We may see a slight downtick, as I mentioned, through the next 3 hours. I wouldn't be surprised, but kind of hang tight, because if you're out there, as she mentioned, in East El Paso, you see all the way from the Loop out to Horizon City, out toward Homestead Meadows. Notice that rainfall is not going anywhere. So if she's seeing heavy rainfall, if she's near a flooded area, she'll want to move away from that. If not, just kind of hang tight, because you can see the rainfall there is just not going away. Hours, it was very humid this morning, very sticky, almost a tropical-like atmosphere. And in those conditions, these showers are very, very efficient rain producers. So if you've got a storm that sits in one place, it drops rainfall very quickly. On top of that, we're in the desert, sandy, rocky, poor soil in many parts of the city, and so that does not hold very much water. So we had a lot of tropical rainfall in a short amount of time, and unfortunately it causes some flooding.
I noticed, but yeah, the traffic tracker, I know Brad's loved the traffic tracker too. So he's been showing you kind of how heavy the downpour is in some areas, and we even had some kind of wide aerial views where you could see the clouds like coming in and how those storms were coming into El Paso. So it's been great.
There's hearing loud thunder now and lightning in East El Paso.
Yep, there it is right there. It's just popping up. I can show you within the last 20 minutes, all of a sudden the clouds got tall enough where they're interacting, the tops of the clouds, the snow at the top of the cloud interacting with the heavy rain down where we are, and it's producing lightning. Look right now at one of our weather nets, Southwest University, and look at how heavy this rain is that's falling. Usually you have a beautiful shot of the Franklins. Not so this morning. You can barely see about 5 city blocks out, and then it already starts to get hazy from that heavy rainfall. 67 degrees out there. Now, KFOX early warning storm track Doppler. There you see some of that heaviest rainfall as the radar goes into motion.
I want to know, is this storm going to come their way today?
Yeah, I was just actually checking some of the rainfall totals. To get to that in a second. What we're going to watch for right now is where is this going to go next. So you can see it's built in over the last hour. It's basically built in from the southwest and kind of built in from the southeast with scattered development in the middle. And then notice everything kind of came together right over El Paso, and that's where we are now. I've noticed in the last 15 minutes we're starting to see this area just toward the north. Now it's picking back up. Homestead Meadows also seeing it picking back up. And if you look really closely here, look in the last few frames. It's just expanding right over to Socorro, south of Horizon City, right over to Socorro. We got a pretty good storm just off toward the south and west of Horizon City. And just like I said, in the last 5 minutes, you can just see that kind of filling in right there. We're going to have to watch and see if that's... This has just been issued. I actually want to get to this here because I had the flood advisory you see in green there. Not surprised with the heavy rainfall, literally not going anywhere in parts of East El Paso out toward Horizon City. We have had this flash flood warning now that has been laid over the top of the flood advisory. Now this flash flood warning until 11:45 this morning. This includes areas of East El Paso, parts of the Loop. There's I-10 right there. It includes Horizon City as well as Homestead Meadows, all the way out almost to the edge of the Hueco tanks. And again, this goes to 11:45 a.m. this morning. Really quickly, I want to show you the radar.
Brad is going to continue to stay back here in the Weather Center and talk to you a little bit about what we're continuing to see out there. Our news director is in this meeting here trying to get some information from Brad just to kind of plan out the rest of the news day, where to send our morning and afternoon crews who will